Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Ann, and as you can see from the title, today we are doing full face and makeup review from Shein. I know this is a little bit different than what I normally do, but normally I'm looking to review items that are so you don't have to buy them or try them beforehand, see if they're worth your money. The prices are pretty good. They're about like $3 to $5 a piece for every single item. So if you're balling on a budget, this might be a good option for you. Their brand that they carry is called Shein, and all of them have a little disclaimer that says safe ingredients. What that means, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't think it means non-toxic. I just mean I think it maybe means not terrible for you. So I'll try it out, see how my skin reacts to it, how I do. Granted, my skin is not super sensitive. I've never really had a bad reaction to anything. So if you're more of a sensitive skin person, I might do a little bit more digging into what the items are before you purchase. Again, you sometimes get what you pay for, but I do understand that a lot of people do have budgets. Honestly, going to Sephora sometimes is really daunting for me, even though, I make okay money. The stuff can really add up and get expensive, so this might be a good option for a lot of people. The first item I have here is the Good Grip Hydrating Primer. It's, again, by that brand Shein. The packaging is actually really cute. I really like this green color. They've done a pretty good job with some of the detailing. So not too bad for budget makeup. And so I tried to grab a little of everything so we could try and see what was available and what worked. Oh, this is really cute bottle. It looks like there's quite a bit in there. It says 1.52 ounces. So I'm just gonna use my fingers. It is not super tacky, which is kind of nice. It almost feels like a refreshing gel. But in interest of making I'm really feeling that hydrating kind of feature of this item, but kind of an interest in making the makeup stick. Especially if you're from a culture where that's very humid, this might not work as well. We'll see how well the makeup actually sticks and adheres to the skin. But so far I like the feeling. It doesn't feel super tacky or sticky. I don't know about you guys, but I don't love my makeup feeling too tacky. Next item I have here is this Shein Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. Again, this is really cute packaging. It's tan with the really nice lettering. Honestly, this is like $5. Foundation can get super expensive. So I like that they actually did a pretty good job with even just the packaging. They put some thought into that. One other thing that I really liked about them is there was a ton of shades. And they actually gave you the option to go through and put what foundation you use, and then it would match the shade to the foundation you use. So I normally use Maybelline. And so I found the one I use, and they gave me the suggestion. We'll see if it actually matches, which is super nice because I don't know how to, ordering foundation online is little daunting. I hate buying makeup. I just don't do it very often. I only buy what I need and then go on. I'm not the biggest makeup girly just because I didn't even start wearing makeup till I was in my 20s when I was working at Nordstrom, and my sweet makeup guy at the makeup counter taught me how to wear makeup. But even then, okay. This is kind of cute. It came in this little felt sleeve to protect it during travel. So that was just a thoughtful moment. And oh my gosh, for being a cheap foundation, this packaging is so cute. It's kind of this not kind of like, what do you call this glass? Like almost the matte glass. And then it says She Glam on the front. And then the top is super cute. Like, look how cute that is. And it's all matte, this tan. And then it comes with a hydrating pump, which is cool because the foundation I use right now does not have a pump, and we like ourselves a good pump. So I'm using this makeup ball that I had gotten. I actually got a whole set of brushes and just makeup pads, anything to beauty blenders. It was like $10 on Shein. I'm gonna actually review that whole thing in a different video, but I'm gonna use some of the items in this one. Again. So far, it feels really nice on my skin. I'm trying to see if that color is any good. Like looking at it in the viewfinder, it looks too light, but when I look at it in person, it almost looks too dark. So I'm just gonna use this beauty blender to blend it in. Feels pretty good. It feels hydrating. It kind of feels lightweight, not like super heavy coverage. That's fine for me, but if you're looking for a more like high coverage makeup and you really need that concealment, this might not be the makeup for you, but we'll see how it goes. I honestly just kind of wear makeup as a fun thing to do. And I feel like makeup should always just be that fun thing that just adds to your fun and your beauty, not necessarily something to cover or conceal who you are, because honestly, y'all are made perfectly. You're all beautiful. I know we all have our moments and our things that make us feel more beautiful, or like that we can hide some certain flaws, but makeup should just be a fun additive, not the thing that makes us us. And I got some on my top lip, so if you even see that it does actually, I am seeing some coverage, so that actually is really nice. And looking at my skin, I'm actually really liking, this looks really nice. Okay, so as far as I can tell, I'm liking this so far. I'm actually probably gonna wear this out today and see what kind of reactions I get from my friends and family. It's actually Memorial Day today, so I will be at the pool with some friends. I'll see what they think about my makeup look, and this should be fun. All right, so here is the concealer that I found. This is the She Glam Bright Eyes Cooling Concealer, and then it has it in French, which is cool. Again, packaging's pretty cute. All right, so honestly, my problem area is my under eye bags. Sometimes it like literally looks like I have like full suitcases underneath my eyes. Try to stay hydrated to help with that, but you know, we all have our places of like, you know, where we feel a little more insecure, and that would be my under eye bag. So let's see how this does. I was using the Maybelline one, and you know, I like it okay, but it doesn't work all that great. And you know, A+ if you guys can guess my age, but I feel like most people can. Okay, so here is the makeup. It is cute. It comes in like a little tube. I wonder if it's gonna be a pump. Okay, so we have this little kind of metal applicator to put under the eyes. I don't know if I picked the right color, because typically you're supposed to pick a couple shades lighter than your makeup itself. This kind of doesn't look like that. This kind of looks too dark. So let's see. I like the way that the applicator feels. It's very cooling on my skin. So just even that's kind of nice. From what I can tell, there is a pretty good coverage. But it kind of feels really tacky, which is actually might be a nice thing because you know it's not gonna go anywhere, but it also might be like just a little bit harder to blend out. I'm just using kind of this blender brush. I'm using kind of the corner part. Honestly, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Honestly, makeup is not my biggest forte. So I would love to hear what you guys have, what feedback you guys have. All right, next I have this. This is the SheGlam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder. So we're gonna set the under eye makeup and maybe just do a little bit more setting in there. It said it was a duo set. I wasn't exactly sure what that meant. So here is the package. It looks like it is 2 layers. We have this opaque top, and again, it's like this really pretty matte plastic. And then the bottom is like this almost a pink shade. It looks like it was probably gonna be a universal shade. And then I believe the top is, okay, there's this film. Oh, this is like a hard setting powder in here. That's kind of nice. And then the bottom, I believe, is probably gonna be a loose powder. Okay. For some reason, I thought this was gonna come with its own powder brush, but I don't see that it's in here, so I actually gotta go get one. So be aware if you get this one, it looked like it was gonna come with a like its own powder brush, but I don't think it does. So I'm gonna run and grab one, okay? Back. I think I'm gonna use the bottom loose powder portion of this product. It does come with a little cover so the powder didn't get everywhere in transportation. So that's kind of nice. And this top almost, I don't know if you can see, but there's these holes and you can rotate this so you can get to the powder or not, which is actually really kind of nice when you're gonna maybe be packing this for somewhere while it's staying. It's almost like a salt container, you know, like those salt containers that you rotate to get the salt out, which is kind of nice because you might actually, it might be nice for like traveling and not getting makeup everywhere. I am one of those people who's just not a naturally clean person. I try to be. It's like it's something I'm working on. I'm getting better. But like even just keeping my makeup products clean is really nice. Like a nice feature to have. Now this is definitely giving more of a matte look. So if you are not the biggest person on matte, this might not be the product for you. All right, so honestly, I just I'm looking at my face and I think I don't mind the setting powder, but my concealer is too dark. So just be aware of that. Maybe just go a lot lighter than you think you should. So here I have for contour, I have either this contour stick or a set. This is the SheGlam Fine 2-in-1 Nose Contour and Highlight Pen. Actually, I could do bronzer on my cheeks and then do the nose contour because this looks like it's gonna be a finer tip. So let's open this up and see what we got. A lot of them, when they showed up, were kind of like almost crinkled in transit. I don't know if that's a huge bother to some of you guys. It wasn't that big of a deal, but you know, just something to think about, just thoughtfulness. Okay, how cute is that packaging? Again, we have this matte plastic and it says SheGlam on it in gold or almost rose gold writing. And it looks like just pulls off. Okay, so I actually do have contour sticks that are very similar to this. So I'm very used to this type of contour stick. Love this. I like it. That is like almost like the lipstick that you just really don't need to do anything else with. You just rub it on. So let's go. Yeah, that's nice. And define the jaw. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my nose with the smaller one because that looks like it'll have more definition. So that's interesting. It almost looked like it was 2 sticks in this box, but when you pull it out, it's actually 1. So it looks like we got darker on one side for the contour, and then lighter for the highlight brightener. That's kind of cute idea, but it almost was deceiving with the packaging. So, and this is fun. It's a twist up. We do like a good twist up. That's really nice for, it looks like it'll give a really good pigmentation. Let's see if I can do this. Honestly, the highlight looks almost lighter that or darker than I thought it was gonna look. All right, let's blend it out. I kind of like the way it's blending out. I do wish that the highlight was more of like a silvery, like that silvery shiny highlight. I do like a good bright highlight that kind of just shows up on my skin. I do have pretty defined cheekbones, and so creating a cheekbone isn't necessarily my biggest need. So sometimes if I do go too crazy with the bronzer on my cheekbones, I almost look like it's too defined and it's not pretty. So next I have this Shein Color Bloom Liquid Blush. It looked like it was gonna be kind of reminiscent of Rare Beauty, which we love ourselves some Rare Beauty. So here is the packaging. This is kind of cute. There is a QR code inside the lid and it says discover more. So that's really cool. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm assuming it probably has to do with more makeup or ways to use this. And then how cute is this packaging? So the Shein is actually like a raised plastic. And we have the matte kind of milky plastic with an ombre finish. And then it's got this kind of twisted hexagon shape and rotate it off. Okay, so that's really cute. It's very similar to like a Rare Beauty packaging. Do a couple. All right, there is a good amount of pigmentation and makeup. I like to go a little bit lower to add more volume to my face because I have that kind of really defined cheekbone, don't necessarily need the definition there. This brush is actually a brush I use with the contours that I've been using from OG. I have that listed under my Amazon products I love video. All right, there is plenty of pigmentation on this. I probably could have used less. So this, and the color is beautiful. This is a really pretty medium pink color, very rosy. Probably would look on most people's skin. So this is definitely a plus. Okay, so here's the base. Honestly, there is a little bit of, you can see I have a scarf from a zit right here, so you can see that through the makeup. So it's a little bit of a light coverage. It's pretty natural looking. If you're looking for like a more of a natural look, this is probably gonna be a really good option for you. And then I'm gonna start adding eyes and lips. So for the eye makeup, I have the Shein Berry Palette. Again, really pretty packaging. Here is the makeup palette. At first I was like, oh wow, this mirror doesn't work, and I realized they put some film over the mirror. So there's a brush with two ends, one more of like of a defined end, and then one with more of a feathery end. I did bring another brush too, just in case I needed to put more in. So we have anywhere from this light pink, we have a tan, all the way kind of to this darker shade. Probably gonna pick some of this darker shade. This one right here. And I do a crease. Okay, there's pigmentation. I honestly was not expecting that much pigment. So good to know. I probably should have swatched this first. So this is the finished look of the eye makeup. I ended up using the dark shade on my crease and then kind of this bronzy sparkle right here on the middle of my eyes. So far I actually kind of like it. Again, there is pigmentation to spare, so this is actually like a good palette for if you're on a budget. Good palette. I just grabbed this little pen. This is like the only one that I didn't get that was that brand Shein, but I liked that this is a highlight pen. I figure I could use this for inner eyes to add some drama. Again, that other highlight that I had didn't, it's nice, but it didn't necessarily add like drama to, and I need a little something to like add to this. Like I really like that this one's a little bit more sparkly. Okay, so in this viewfinder, I can't tell how much pigment there is on this, whether or not it's actually picking up. It did pick up on, like if you look at the end of the makeup, it did pick up on some of the other makeup here, so I don't even know how much of it got onto my skin. Next item I have is this Shein Feather Better Liquid Eyebrow Pencil Crayon. My eyebrows are all natural. I don't do anything to them. Thought it would be nice to sometimes add a little bit more volume. I know on this side, it doesn't come in as far as I would love it to. I would love it to come in right here. So typically you want your eyebrow to come to the edge of your inner eye, which is not quite on either side. And then the perfect arch is if you go from the tip of your nose across your eye. That actually is in a good spot. And then to the outer corner. So, okay, the end is this nice little feathered end. Okay, so there's a good amount of pigmentation here. Let me just work this in and then I'll get back to you. Okay, pros and cons of this item. Really like this product as far as the feathered look goes. It really drew out a nice eyebrow. Like I like the way that looked. I just feel like this color is a little too dark for me. So that is a pro and a con of buying online. And I'm looking at my eyes right now and this is way more done than I'm used to being. I am very natural girly, so this is drama all over the place for me. So I don't know if it's just what I'm used to seeing versus if it really looks good or not. Again, make sure, like this is darker than, I feel like it's even darker than it looks on the packaging. So be aware of that. All right, so I have this Shein Uninterrupted Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And if you can look, the packaging's okay enough, but it's also a little crushed. This was one that did not come in some like protective like bubble wrap that some of the other ones did. And again, that might not be a bother to you, but it's just something to be aware of and to know. Like you could probably buy a similar priced item, probably a similar item at any drugstore. The one I use is the NYX eyeliner and I love that eyeliner pen. So let's see how this one goes. All right, here is the pen. It's kind of cute the way it's put together. And then this is actually the type of eyeliner I like, where it's like an ink pen. It's almost feathered on the end. To me, that's the easiest way to put it on. I actually do a better job on my right eye than my left eye. And am I the only person who, when I put eyeliner on, I like freak out because I get it perfect on one eye and then I have to copy that for the second eye. Ugh. And let me know if you guys have any tips or tricks on how you do your eyeliner. I tend to start from the outside and then just go in and finish the whole eye just along the lash line. I don't know if it's this eyeliner specifically, but every time it gets close to my eye, I'm just like, oh my God, it makes me need to blink, so. Okay, here's the eyeliner. I actually like it better on my right eye. Pros and cons. Something I liked about it is it actually doesn't really smudge. Once it's on there, it's on there. But that actually could be a con too, because it's hard to straighten out a line once you got the line on there. You're gonna have to take off your whole makeup. So I also didn't love the feel of the pen itself. Was a little bit more stiff than I would have liked. It almost felt like stiff foam. And the one that I use with NYX is more of like a brush. And I really like the softness of the brush. It feels like it goes on better and glides on easier. But yeah, so I would just stick with the NYX one. Like, this is not. One of the items I had to grab was these eyelashes. My gosh, I have never worn eyelashes before, so I don't even know how to put these on. I might have to cut them down to size. They kind of look way bigger and more voluminous than I was expecting. So they have a clear strip. Okay, so they have their self-adhesive, which is actually really nice, but they all come in one strip. Looks like I might actually have to cut this one down a little bit. I'm gonna measure these and cut them and see if they work. Okay, so I actually had to go through multiple strips for one eye. They're self-adhesive, and I'm already seeing the adhesive on the inner eye coming up. I don't know if this is just too much for me. I'm not used to a ton of eyelashes. So I almost feel like I'm wearing windshield wipers. This might actually be a selling point for you. So if so, great option. The self-adhesive, if it would work, it actually works really well. Be mindful, there is none of those like little like clip grabber things to put them on. You have to do it with your fingers, and that could get messy. So pros and cons. Pros, they're cheap. I like how pretty and wispy they are. Cons, or also another pro could be that they are self-adhesive, so you don't have to deal with any glue. A con could be also the self-adhesive, because the self-adhesive could end up just being more trouble than it's worth, and then you cannot use the same set of eyelashes multiple times. Obviously, if you have your own glue, that's an option to help. It is a good thing. Cute eyelashes, I mean, I like them. They're cute. Eyelashes are cute. If I were to wear these in public, I would probably just dial it down a little bit. I might even just like trim them a little bit myself, like to make them shorter, because this is a lot. I don't want to. Okay, next I have the mascara. This is the She Glam Impact Volume Extreme Volumizing Mascara. Cute packaging. So it's Max Impact, super cute packaging. It says She Glam on the other side. It's kind of the shiny pink tube. I like how big and fluffy the spool is. So if you look at it from this way, it's kind of thinner, and then this way it's thicker, so you can really get in there and get some volume in there. I'm just adding a little bit just to get my actual natural eyelashes to match. I'm gonna try this and see how much I like it. Again, with the falsies on, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not I'm gonna like this long term. So I will let you guys know in the future. All right, we're coming to the end of this video. I just have to do the lips now. So we have a couple things. We have a lip, She Glam So Lippy Lip Liner Crayon. Perfect Shine Lip Plumper. And then this is a Plump Addict Hot and Cold Gloss Duo. So we have a lip liner, very fine tip pen. It almost, let's see what the swatch is. Not super pigmented. almost like a lipstick. I do like the way it goes on. You get a good amount of, the color's really nice for me. It's not too dark, not too light. Again, it's really thin, so it's not adding a ton of volume to the lip. Honestly, I don't know how to work this, like, because there's like a button on the end. Like, does it twist up? I'm not seeing. You can press it and it clicks, but I can't tell if you're getting more of this. It says it's a lip plumper. I'm filling it a little bit on my hand. Okay, so this shade is on my lips, looks more pigmented than it did on the color swatch. I can't tell if I like it or not. I honestly don't like anything that's too bright. I like more of the brown beige colors. So this just might not be the product for me. It's a little confusing on how to use. Like, do you press it? Do you push it? Like, I don't know how to get the product out. It's like the top doesn't twist here. And then this part you press, but I'm not seeing anything coming out of it. When I press it, it just clicks. And so I'm like, what's happening? Or maybe I'm just not clicking it enough. Okay, there we go. I'm getting more as I'm clicking higher. The shade, it's cute. Maybe not the shade for me. I'm not the biggest fan of berry shades on me. They're just a little bit much. And right now I'm just feeling kind of overdone with the makeup. But it does feel nice on the lips, and it's not like a really painful plump. It feels really like smooth and hydrating. Not quite as drying as a lipstick, just a little bit more like a lip gloss. And then I'm just gonna look at this plumping party. All right, so we have the hydrating and cooling. So I'm guessing the blue is the cooling. This looks like a lip oil, and I really kind of like the applicator. It's a nice, fun, squishy looking applicator. It definitely feels cooling. I'm feeling the cooling right now. That's really nice. It almost feels like a toothpaste, like a really minty toothpaste that you got on your lips. Let me see if it smells. Okay, yeah, it smells like toothpaste. It's like minty. It smells like, I actually really like that. It's kind of just fun and brightening. I like the way it makes my lips look. I like, it almost looks like a lip oil on my lips, like really hydrating. But I feel the plumping, but more of in like a nice cooling, brightening. Like, I feel like brighter. You know how whenever you get like a really good strong peppermint, like that's what it feels like. And I really like the way it looks. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. And thank you so much for watching this far. We had some positive, we've had some negatives with this full face of makeup. My favorites definitely would include the eyeshadow palette. That is a really good option. Honestly, a good eyeshadow palette is gonna be minimum $30, $40, if not more. But with the pigment and the options on this one, so cute. The packaging feels really nice. I also really liked the cooling and heating lip plumping duo. That was so nice. So those are my two favorite items. Everything else, there are some good things, not so good things. I hope this was helpful, maybe help you make some options or purchases in the future. Let me know if you guys liked this episode, if you want me to do more like this, maybe do a full face of makeup from other brands. You know, I would hope typically more like economical brands, so we can help people who are falling on a budget find good items to buy. Anyway, like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you next time.